You know what I don't get about my country? Is why I'm forced to have a fucking say on which fucking idiot they put in charge. I know you're just gonna do whatever the fuck you want. I'm pretty sure the last two fucking prime ministers we had nothing to do with how we fucking voted or something like that. Even then, I still don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about your little popularity contest. And I don't want to give a fuck about your little popularity contest. Because I know your little fucking popularity contest ain't gonna fucking fix anything that's fucking broken with this fucking world. I know that if everything fucking... I know that all it takes is a couple competent people to fucking change the way that some things run, and then the world will run a whole lot better. But I also know that none of you motherfuckers in those fucking positions to be able to do that are deserving of that fucking role. Anybody who steals and climbs and crawls over each other to get to that fucking position doesn't deserve to have that fucking position. Which is exactly why I don't want to fucking vote for any of you. And yet I have to pay an $80 fucking fine every time I decide that I don't want to fucking vote. And it's just that. It feels like a scam. It's like, vote. Tell me who you prefer in our fucking popularity contest, or we're going to force you through law and order and fucking prison time to fucking pay us money for not voting for one of our popularity contest contestants. How does that fucking make sense, man? How is it that anybody allowed that fucking law to pass in the first place? What kind of fucking cuckold fucking society were we when we fucking allowed that shit to happen? Like, oh yes, I guess that makes a lot of sense for all of us to be forced to have a fucking say. When you force people to have a say, you force people to have a fucking... Like, when you force people to have a say, you force people into fucking a... When you force people to have a say, you force people into having opinions on things they wouldn't otherwise and are otherwise incapable of having an opinion on. You know what I mean? And it seems intentional. You know what I mean? That way they can like sway you into fucking voting for who they want you to fucking vote for and all this kind of shit. Like, they're playing a game. You know this, right? It's all theatre to them, right? The good guy and the bad guy, they're just fucking actors. You know what I mean? Like the good guy you're voting for is just a fucking actor. The bad guy you're not voting for is just a fucking actor. There are groups of people that want certain things, certain laws to pass, so it allows them to make more money in the business that they're fucking, like, flourishing in, right? That they're fucking upholding at this fucking present time, right? That's all they're there for. They're not there because they're going to fucking make all the right changes that you hope to see in the fucking world. They tell you they will so they can get the power that they want, so that they can do whatever the fuck they want. They don't give a fuck about actually doing what is right. If they did, they wouldn't be in these fucking positions right now. We can't expect those who lie, deceive, cheat, and steal from each other. The people who can't even settle fucking disagreements with each other from across the fucking boat, you know what I mean? From across the fucking moat, sorry. From across the ocean, you know what I mean? You got these fucking megalomaniac assholes who can't even settle a simple fucking discussion between two fucking countries, and yet those are the fucking assholes we put in charge. The people who can't fucking just cooperate with each other, those are the ones that are in charge. Those are the ones that get to tell us when it's okay to kill people. Like, that makes any fucking sense. See, now, I grew up with these laws. Don't kill, don't steal, you know what I mean? Don't take anybody's freedom. And yet when some fucking big-wig little fucking politician with the fucking balls of a fucking mouse decides, oh, I don't like these guys and they've got the resources I want, so I want you to go over there, kill them and take those fucking resources from them, it's all okay. Suddenly our fundamental laws, everything that makes us a society, goes out the fucking window, and suddenly becoming an animal is okay.
suddenly rocking up into somebody else's fucking home and shooting them fucking dead for the fucking resources they have is okay. If that's okay, then why the fuck, when I run out of fucking fuel on a Monday fucking morning, why can't I rock up to my next door neighbor's house with a couple buddies, organized to steal their fucking oil from their cars, their fuel from their cars, so that I don't have to fucking pay? And if they have a fucking problem with that, we're gonna fucking shoot them dead. Because we want those resources, and fuck those guys. If we acted like this, we'd be in prison. They act like this, and we give them parades. We cheer them on. We let them fucking tell us how fucking honored they were when the Anzacs died for them and all this kind of bullshit. They stand up there at Anzac Day and they fucking chuck a reef down on the fucking ground like it actually fucking makes them something. You know, I used to want to be a soldier. I tried twice. Went to the youth sessions and everything, right? I've only got one more attempt left. And I hope I never have to use it. There are very few circumstances under which I fucking will. Right. So I know how it feels to fucking be lied to and deceived by these assholes who tell you that your purpose in life is to fucking run over there and do this to these fucking guys because they've brainwashed you your whole life and they're thinking that you can actually fucking make a change over there. Like it's not them making the decisions. Like these wars are just organic things that are living on their own, living and breathing and deciding to happen on their own. They're not. They act like wars are gonna fucking happen anyway and that you have to be there on the fucking ground, otherwise our people will die and all this kind of stuff. They're saying no, it's just two old fucking people who are too fucking tired, too fucking weak to come to any kind of fucking rational fucking conclusion in life, and they have to go to the extent of fucking throwing our smartest and brightest, right? That's what I never understood, right? It's that's the one thing, when I started changing my fucking point of view from becoming a soldier and all this kind of stuff, right? The one thing that changed my fucking mind was, if they're our strongest and brightest, why are we sending them to die for us? Don't we kind of need those fucking guys to, further advance our society and all this kind of stuff? Isn't it kind of necessary for our strongest and brightest to, be here at home, defending their own families? Because I can tell you right now, just living in country, I've watched my own fucking friends die and I've been able to do nothing about it. I still lost people, yeah? Too young, right? Before they left fucking school, before they were even old enough to fucking join the army. Yeah, I lost people too. I didn't have to fucking go overseas and fucking put a gun in some kid's fucking mouth to fucking do that. Put a bullet in some fucking kid's head because he's brainwashed the exact same fucking way I am to serve the exact same fucking people I serve. Just on the different side. And we rationalize this shit. Like I said, I tell myself, at least I'll be able to make a change. Maybe if I'm there, then maybe I'll see something nobody else does. I'll be able to catch something nobody else fucking catches. And that can be the difference between, whether or not it's a fucking fellow soldier of mine or even fucking just civilians on the fucking ground at the time. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a life that I could fucking save. See, people always fucking thought they understood me. Yeah? Whenever I talked about going to war and all this kind of stuff, joining the army, growing up and all this kind of stuff, the first thing they would always fucking say, they'd look me dead in the fucking eye and go, oh yeah, why? So you can kill people? So you can shoot people? No, I knew very damn well that would come up. I knew if I went, I'd have to. Trust me, I wasn't ignorant to the fucking fact. Yeah? I knew what the fucking job entailed, yeah? But as stupid as it sounds, my intention for going was never to fucking pick up the gun. Knowing full well that I would have to, like I'm saying, I'm not ignorant to the fucking fact of what the job is. I knew I would have to, and I was okay with it. Right? I had come to terms with the idea that I would have to take a life if I took this job up. It's why I applied twice. I am not the kind of person that takes on that kind of fucking responsibility lightly. Apparently I am, because I thought about it a little bit more over the years and I decided that it's a stupid fucking endeavour to fucking follow anyway. So, I don't know. And that's the thing that really fucking got to me. The thing that I could never really fucking grasp is like, if they're our strongest and brightest, and I believe they are, I'm not saying they're not, I believe they are, wholeheartedly, right? Maybe not the brightest if they're fucking this easily fucking, if they're this easy to fucking control and fucking, like, you know, send to fucking war for everybody else, you know what I mean? But, I don't know, man. All I know is this. We need to start watching out, because there are some things happening in our society right now, some innovations, some technological advancements that are going to change things. And we have to understand, we have to grasp who our leaders are now before it's too late. Because if it's too late, we'll never get it back, this freedom. What little we have left of it. Now, something that dawned on me the other day, right? It made me realize how fucked we are with all this fucking gene editing shit. Now, people want to freak out about, oh, what happens when somebody can become an Adonis, when everybody can become an Adonis, you know what I mean? They can be as sexy as they want, they can do this, that, and the other thing, then all of a sudden, sexy people are no longer special, blah, 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 all this kind of crap, right? Everybody's worrying about the aesthetics, as per usual, right? What am I worrying about? I'm worried about the fact that we have these leaders, right? These societies that are built up in the first world countries and all this kind of stuff. You ever hear about how they structured the school systems, right? To make you better workers, right? For the mines and all that kind of shit, right? That's why we have the bells, very similar to how mines back in the day had the bells and the alarms going off, right? To let you know it was lunch and all this kind of stuff. They designed these fucking routines for you in these fucking working environments, and they replicated them in the schools, so that when you left school and you jumped on board with all your buddies and all this kind of stuff to go make some cash after school, it was an easy transition. So you were a nice little fucking worker that knew how to sit down, shut the fuck up the second a fucking bell went off and just do your fucking work, right? Now, we're talking about CRISPR and all this kind of stuff, right? Like gene editing, being able to turn each other into whatever the fuck we want, right? Turn ourselves into whatever the fuck we want. Fucking, I could be a fucking flying purple fucking tranny with the fucking sexiest tits you ever fucking seen and a fucking 20-inch fucking donger, you know what I'm saying? I could be whatever the fuck I want, right? And that'll be cool. That would be cool if that's how it fucking worked. But you know that's not going to be how it fucking worked. Why? Because the people in charge currently are the kinds of people that, like I said, will structure an entire education system for children based around making them good little fucking cooperative workers in the future. Now, why do I freak out about that with regards to gene editing and shit? Well, I think it's pretty clear if you can connect the fucking dots. What do they fucking do with you when they can turn you into whatever the fuck they want to turn you into? Do you think they're going to let you be super strong, a super athlete? Maybe if you are an athlete, maybe if they want you to be on stage and all that kind of stuff to look good for your country and represent your country good and all that kind of stuff, they'll make you nice and strong and super fast and all this kind of shit, right? What about everybody else? Think about it. They're not going to make you super strong. You'll be a threat to them. They're going to make you weak. They're not going to sit back and think, oh, what I really want is to fucking have super strong muscles and all that kind of stuff. No, because these are the fucking little assholes that want to sit in front of you in the fucking streets doing 20 kilometers under the speed limit like it doesn't cause congestion that fucks up our entire fucking ecosystem just as a chain effect. Yeah. But I'm not going to get into it too deeply, but if you think of the roads like a pipeline, right? Every single fucking car is a little water droplet inside that pipeline. You got to turn on the tap one day, water trickles out a little bit, stops, no more water. Then you snake a little fucking camera all the way back there and you're like, why aren't the resources coming out? What the fuck's wrong? Where's the water? You snake a camera down there, you get a plumber out, whatever, you pay him way too fucking much money to come out and snake a little fucking camera through, right? And he's like, there's no blockage. It's just little water droplets. One of them decided to freeze up and there's frozen a couple of them behind it, and all the water behind that's just fucking backed up. And you're like, but it's summer. It's not even winter. There's no reason for it to freeze up. Yeah, it's just decided to. It's just decided to slow down, and all the resources behind it, all of the ambulances, all of the fucking fuel trucks, all of the fucking Woolies trucks, Coles trucks, everything delivering every single essential fucking resources. All the people in the cars, right, that are going to fucking different workplaces, going to their fucking hospitals, going to their fucking ambulance depots, going to their fucking fiery depots and their fucking coppo depots and shit, right? All trying to get around to where they need to be because they are essential services, yeah? But no, you've got Miriam, 89-year-old fucking Miriam, who still for some fucking reason thinks that she's a competent fucking driver, not catching a bus like she fucking should be, but driving around in a little fucking Serato 20 to 30 kilometers under the fucking speed limit. Like, that's okay. In now. And yeah, I got a problem with that. Because those are the kinds of fucking people that will sit in front of you, right? Those are the kinds of people that become politicians. Those are the kinds of the people that are politicians right now. The people that have control right this fucking second. And when they have access to all this gene editing, and it's here, right? We're already looking at this fucking Joe Rogan podcast today, right? Or yesterday, right? Where he's talking to like Ben Lem or some shit like that, right? And this is what he does for a living, like gene editing. And it is wild, absolutely amazing to hear about, right? But scary as fuck, because he's talking about editing the absolute, like the physical genes of specific animals as if he's simply editing a fucking like a mod for a game on PC or something like that. He's like, oh, you just change the code, couple fucking letters here and there, bing bang boom, we've got a fucking direwolf for the first time in like since the Younger Dryas impact and all that kind of stuff, right? Well, at least the theory of the Younger Dryas and all that kind of shit, right? And isn't that fucking crazy? They're able to bring back extinct animals. They're able to fucking create woolly mice, right? They've literally created a species, right? It's here, it's now. And the next people getting that fucking power are our governments. And you have to ask yourself, it is irresponsible not to ask yourself what they intend to do with that fucking power. Do they want to make you super strong? No, like I said, you'll be competition for them. Those people don't want competition. They've spent their entire life stepping on competition to have control over you. And now we're going to be bringing out all these crazy new fucking things. Right? You think they want you to be stronger than them. You think they want you to be faster than them, to look better than them. No. What they want is what they wanted when they designed our school systems. So that we'd be perfect little workers. So we'd get adjusted to going to work and fucking going to our breaks and finishing work and all that kind of stuff at the buzz of a bell. Acclimating us to the fucking working environment so that we could be nice little fucking workers when we left school for them. That's what they want. They don't want all the fucking fantastical, super fantasy things that can happen to your body. Like I said, yeah, they will probably make a point and they'll make these people look like superheroes, right? They'll make super athletes. They'll put them in the Special Olympics and all that kind of stuff. Not that, sorry, a Special Olympics, but like a Special Olympics for these super athlete, superhuman kind of people, right? And then after that, they've got their little proof. Like, oh, look at us, look what we can do. See what we can make humans into. See what we can achieve. Meanwhile, in the background, every time that you go to a fucking, get your fucking pregnancy looked at and all this kind of shit, and every time you go for like an in vitro birth or something like this, they'll have the ability, like they have the ability to create their own fucking species, the woolly mice, you know, they're able to bring back the direwolf and all this kind of shit, like they have done. It's now, right? The next step is them making you weak enough that you just obey everything they fucking say. No longer do they have to structure a whole fucking education system to make you a good little fucking worker. They don't have to waste that time and money anymore. And you'll be born like that. Suddenly free will is no longer a fucking option. Suddenly free will is a fucking very faded fucking memory of a fucking long forgotten fucking past. And that's the real fucking fear of mine. Not, oh, what if everybody's running around as Adonises and everybody looks sexy as fuck, then who's going to be fucking special? Who's going to actually be sexy if everybody's sexy? That's not my fucking issue, you vain little fuck. You know what I mean? And, like, it won't be our problem. You know what I mean? Because it's too late. We've already been born. We are what we are. They can't change our fucking birthing sequence. It's too late for that. But it'll be your kids that they grow up to fucking turn into their own little fucking mining slaves and all this kind of shit. So they can sit back in the fucking theaters in nice, quiet, fucking unpacked fucking theaters while you just slave away for 24 hours a day and not complain because you're designed not to. And that's no longer fucking fantasy. It's right around the fucking corner. Like I said, they're already making their own fucking species. It's done. Been done. Been a thing for a fucking couple of years now. Right around the fucking corner is them turning you into whatever the fuck they want to. So yeah, it's about time that we actually fucking take stock of who the fuck we're voting for. Not this whole popularity contest voting bullshit, not who they put in front of you to fucking vote for, but who we actually have in charge. Because if you have one of these fucking power-hungry little cunts that have stepped on everybody to get where they are so that they can say whatever the fuck they want and do whatever the fuck they want, make whatever laws they can fucking make and pass so that they can make their fucking companies more profitable for themselves, you let those fucking people have that kind of fucking power to change the DNA sequences of our fucking children? Mate. And, you know, they'll probably justify it to you like, oh, they don't think anyway. You know what I mean? All of the free thinking people who are left, you know what I mean? They'll rationalize it to you. Because they're good at that. They're good at standing up on stage and giving you a bunch of bullshit and explaining to you why you need to go over and kill somebody else. If they can do that, they can tell you exactly why it's okay to step on other people. Despite the fact that we know it's bad. You know what I mean? Their whole job is to deceive you and tell you to do shit you don't want to fucking do. And this will be the next fucking step unless you're absolutely fucking careful with what you do. And it's not a fucking sci-fi thing anymore. I keep fucking hammering in. I'm gonna say it a million fucking times. Because it's not. You know what I mean? It's there. It's here right now. They could do this right now. But you've got all these things in the way, not allowing them to fucking work on humans. Yeah, but you know they're doing it in the background. You know China is. They're already seeing these fucking superhuman athletes and all that kind of stuff kind of popping out of the shadows in fucking China and all this kind of stuff. And you're like, you know what I mean? They don't have the same kind of fucking laws that we do to stop them from working on humans yet. So what the fuck have they been doing? It's like the same reason why their drone technology is so much higher than us. Because they don't have the fucking same thing like Australia does and America does, where you have a bunch of, what is it in America? It's the FAA, the Federal Aerial fucking something or other, right? To ensure that there aren't random fucking experimental aircrafts fucking around in the skies and all that kind of stuff and being putting other planes and shit in jeopardy. No, they can just fucking go wild. Private fucking companies owned by fucking China's fucking government, you know what I mean, can just fuck around and find out with these drones. It's why they're so much more successful than us. It's why they can do these massive fucking drone displays. It'll be that, but with people. And the people that are born like that, they won't know any different. They won't be able to think any different. They won't be allowed to. Physically won't be able to think any different. We talk about like these fucking sci-fi things like clones and all this kind of shit in the like Star Wars universe and all that kind of stuff. How at a simple phrase like Order 66, right? And they'll just fucking slaughter everybody that they've been working with for the past like, you know, several years, like a decade, 2 decades, right? And that'll be real. Human beings programmed to fucking work upon a fucking code. They say this, and you just do it. No, oh, I don't want to. No, oh, I don't have the motivation. No, oh, fuck this, I quit. No, nothing. You just do it. Like servitors from fucking 40k. If you want that fucking life, go right ahead. I don't want fucking nothing to do with it.